Welcome to What Would Dayna Do? And we are here in Estes Park, Colorado. We're actually filming from the Stanley Hotel in Estes Park, where Stephen King was inspired to write The Shining. So, pretty good backdrop, I know. I'm here with my good friend and colleague Teresa Duncan with Odyssey Management. And I brought Teresa in today because the questions that we had this time for What Would Dayna Do are all about insurance. And so Teresa, being the insurance expert, I wanted to bring her in for the question. So the first question comes from Alice. Alice comes from a practice in Oregon. And her question was that her practice is participating with primary and secondary. So the patient has dual. They're contracted with both primary and secondary. She didn't know how to do the write-off, who was really primary, which fee schedule are they supposed to match up with, and maybe you can help answer Alice's question.
Sure, yeah, and thanks for having me on here, Dayna. Secondary insurance is giving everybody a headache, as you know, and so what I have been telling people is to make sure that you're in contract with both, first of all, that you are negotiated with both of them, because what I've seen is write-offs that are unnecessarily made because you think that you're in network and you're not. So first of all, if you find that you have two insurances that you're working with, you're participating with both of them, you have to write off only up to the primary fee schedule, the primary insurance fee schedule. And now this is something that the information that I received is from the ADA and the National Association of Dental Plans, and they put out something in 2008 because there was so much confusion about this. And so that is the agreed upon rule that up to the primary fee schedule for two contracted plans, you would go with the primary. Now if the first one is fee for service and the second one is a PPO plan, because you have made that contract with the PPO plan, then you're writing off up to the secondary. Okay, so if you have a secondary plan, it's a tourist hotel. When you have a secondary plan and the primary plan is fee for service and the secondary plan is PPO, then you need to write off up to the PPO. So you do have to look at what takes precedence, but the most important thing is that if there's two PPO plans, you write off only up to the primary.
Yeah, because I had heard in the past that you had to write off up to the lowest fee schedule, but we need to write off up to the primary fee if you're contracted with both. Absolutely. That's really good to know.
Well, and you and I have always said in our classes that you have to make sure that you're submitting your full fee.
Absolutely.
If you are not, then you're losing out on that extra income if there is no coordination of benefits.
Yeah.
If there's no coordination of benefits between the two plans, they'll pay you.
Right.
And you can keep up to your full fee. Yeah. So that is the common knowledge there.
So make sure if you're using fee schedules in your practice management software that you're still sending full fee out to the insurance companies on the claim.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Good. So we have a second question about insurance, and I know, shocker. And so from a Dr. Collier, she didn't say what town she was from, but her question was, she had a patient, a gentleman that came in. He has dual insurance, and the office collected copays, the deductibles, and he was a little bit frustrated because his wife had gone to another practice and she didn't have to pay anything out of pocket. So there was a little bit of confusion. Why did the husband have to pay out of pocket at one practice and not another? So the doctor was kind of wondering, what are the rules here?
Well, so there's a lot of missing pieces in that email. So the first thing I'd want to know is when the wife went to another doctor, are her two plans, is that doctor in network? Yeah. Because maybe maybe Dr. Collier is not in network with both plans, right. And so maybe just one, and she can in fact collect that copayment or deductible. I don't really know why one office would collect more than the other, except for hopefully they're trusting their fee schedules and their copayments. Now another thing to think about is perhaps maybe they have a practice of waiving the deductible or the copayment, and that's not cool.
Yeah.
So that's a whole different conversation. But if that's what's going on, there's really no fix to that because Dr. Collier is doing the ethical thing and not writing it off. And so if you're in a situation, I'll give you just a heads up. When you're in a situation where a patient says to you, "I shouldn't have any left over," which is what you get with secondary insurance. When they come in with two insurance, they think, oh, I don't have any out-of-pocket.
Right.
Well, that's not true at all. So, you know, what my go-to lines are, well, we have found in our practice that secondary insurance sometimes surprises us. So again, what we have found in our practice is that sometimes secondary insurance surprises us. So use that term and then work with them to find out how they're going to get paid out. But, you know, just because it's done at one office doesn't mean it should necessarily be done at your office.
Exactly, and that's a good point. Great, well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I hope that these help answer your insurance questions, and so feel free to submit a new question to What Would Dayna Do through my website, and I look forward to seeing you next month. Thank you, Teresa.
Thank you.